I love it, Bob.
I hate you so much.
Bam. All right.
I hate you so
I'm
much.
seeing your anxiety right now.
Fuck you, Jake. Okay. So what are we doing?
All right, Bob, you ready?
Sure.
Look, you're on the camera.
Fuck both of you. Fuck you now and fuck future you there who's going to have to edit that.
All right, Bob, guess what?
What?
So I have a fun game for us.
I assume, I really hope Oliver kicks that shit over. But what's up? Oh,
Hey.
and also we don't know if the sound's picking up good enough, so.
I'm sure it is.
Sure. Okay.
Let's hope so.
Oh my
All right.
God! Please tell me you didn't do this just so you can mug more.
No,
Because Jake,
no. Actually,
I
it's
know
because of
you're
this.
probably worried that people can't tell when you're mugging, but it's audible. Okay. See, the people who are listening to us could hear you do that. They heard you whatever the fuck that was. They heard that weird little eyebrow raise you just did the fucking camera.
I did that on purpose.
Oh my God, you mugging
Okay.
mother. Just
You
start.
ready?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Bob. So I decided for a fun little gag, we are going to give our own predictions on who will die in this last season of Game of Thrones.
Okay, good. I thought this was going to... Okay, you're taking the Tontine and making it not terrible. Okay, thank you. I was afraid this was going to be a Tontine
Now,
thing.
I did not. There's some in here that I didn't put down because Melisandre already said that her and Varys have to die, like in that strange land. So I didn't put Varys and Melisandre.
She's also a fake prophet, so...
Those are two characters that I didn't put on here. It seems like there was a couple that I forgot, but if so, we can get there. And I also have some questions, and we're going to do some guesswork, all right?
Oh, okay.
So you ready for this?
Sure.
All right. First and foremost.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to reverse that. I forgot. Yeah, so Jon Snow.
Mr. Jon Snow.
Okay.
What is your prediction, Bob? Do you think Jon Snow will live or die? By the end of the show, will he be alive or dead?
Show, live, book, die.
Interesting.
Because in George R. R. Martin's world, there's no victor. Well, there's probably a couple victors. I mean, there's a lot of people with a bunch of different fucking names.
Both C's and K's
Actually,
and
if there
CKs.
was a victor, there'd already be 18 fucking characters in the North named Victor. Okay?
It's true.
And they'd all be like dark-haired, fucking bearded men with dark eyes. Okay? Fuck you, Martin. All right? It's really hard to tell who's who in your books.
Since this is the TV show, you're going to say that he lives.
Yep.
Okay.
Just because they need their ending.
For me,
Wait. I just want to draw attention to this, y'all. I'll make sure whenever I update this, I'll flip everything around. He just said that my marking was boy love. BL means a very specific thing to internet culture, Jake.
I think he's going to live also.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Fuck you then.
Be live.
Better than BL. Shut up. All right.
Hey, you're making me do this. You can't make me shut up.
Next up. Samwell Tarly.
Fuck, right? I'm not the camera! Like, there's that! Hey, Jake!
It's better than your reaction. I'm sorry. I listened again to the 321 ROFLMAO episode that we did with Jason and
the
Jason.
Jasons.
Dude, or actually, it was on ours whenever we were doing the introductions. Your reaction is so fucking classic. Dude, I cannot listen to it enough where you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
My voice just gets higher.
It
Because
does.
I was not expecting that.
It was pretty phenomenal. So, Mr. Samwell Tarly.
Huh.
And this is the TV show. If you want to still guess for the book, you can, but...
It would be super, because definitely something like the book would love to kill him right before he tells everybody the
truth about
what
Jon
can
Snow's
save
parentage.
what to save the world and all that shit, how to fix everything. I think a lot of people are gonna live. Would you I hate you. Yeah, I'm going live.
See, I don't think a lot of people are going to live. I think that there will be...
Oh, that's a very good point. They may end up doing the whole boring everybody dies because why not?
But here's the thing with Samwell, I have a question for him later because I actually have an idea of how Samwell's story will end.
What was it like killing all those trees just to do this?
It was already killed, so... All right, Bob. Next up. Bran Stark. Mr. Brandon Stark.
He'll find out the truth about the children and they'll kill him.
The children will kill him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, he already knows the truth of the children and the... I'm still going... Book, he'll live on as a zombie stuck to a tree because the kids will kill him and stick him to the tree because they need a new green seer. And a show.
Now, there's a lot of speculation about him possibly going to the Isle of Faces in this season. And that is actually like, if there's some sort of defeat of the Night King, or even if there's not, he'll go to the Isle of Faces and he will actually then they'll do him like they did the Night King in an effort to then
his body will die, his mind will live. His body will die, but he'll
so
somehow
basically we need to get into a philosophical discussion about what it is to be alive and what it is to be dead.
No. Wargame. They've already established that. Like when Crunchy McFuckwit was killed by John, the
wildling warg.
He lived on in his bird, which then got killed because the bird then just attacked John and got killed.
Yeah.
His body will die, but his mind will live on in some form.
Okay.
Probably in a tree somewhere or something like that. He's body dead.
That's exactly what I'm writing.
Which will fit his first season arc pretty well, too.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to say he's just going to be dead, period. Like,
dead.
Like, dead, yeah.
All dead. Dead. Body dead.
All right. Next up.
I really have to remember to flip this before I let it upload.
Your favorite, Sansa Stark.
Just because the world hates me, she's going to live. Okay, no. I hate where... Okay, I stopped reading the books at a very specific point. So to me,
and for a very specific reason,
Sansa will forever be the whiny piece of shit. It's not like the stories. I want to be like the stories.
So I just finished.
So my point of my hatred of her is set in stone. It probably should. I should read just so it fleshes her out. But just because life hates me, she'll live.
And I actually agree she's going to live.
And because of the overarching story, girl deserves a good end. Like, she deserves a human ending. Like, yeah, she's got some shit.
Yeah. She's kind of fucked up.
I really wish she would have had more agency in fucking Littlefinger's death, though. Like, it was just badly done. It was badly done. That whole sequence was... Like, there was no, like, using the things that she actively saw against him. It was like, no. Hey, you, can you tell me your thing? Hey, you, can you say a thing? All right, kill him. Like, dude, you were there. You had agency. You didn't have to fucking, like, acquiesce the power to others to murder this fucking non-accent understanding fuck.
All right, Bob. Next up. Arya Stark.
To her own detriment, she'll live. She's one of those ones
What
to
do
where...
you mean by to her own detriment?
All right. You know how it just said Sansa deserves to have, like, because of all the shit she's been through? Arya, all the shit she's been through, how much she has changed, probably as a character would think the only way to get out of this horrible world would be through death. To her own detriment, she'll live.
I keep going back and forth because it is my favorite character.
She'd be a hell of a blaze of glory.
See, part of me likes the thought of her living and then becoming like a member of the Kings or Queens Guard, you know, depending on how all that shakes out. I think that'd be kind of dope. I didn't put it in my list of questions, but we could probably then also think, is there any credence to the theory that it's actually the waif or Jock and Hagar that's actually Arya? And that she actually died. The waif actually killed Arya, and so the waif or Jockin is actually being Arya right now.
Madness. Yeah, ooh.
Because that's a theory that's floated out there.
But here's also the thing.
Nymeria
To
in
change
the show,
faces, though, well, okay, show is different than the book, because in the book, Jockin is the only person who can truly face change.
Yeah.
Aside from Arya. Arya probably can actually change her face. Anyway, but no. I knew you were going to do that. So it couldn't be Jockin because he's off doing his shit. The waif maybe. That would be kind of cool. Though yeah, it really is kind of weird. She did she's doing that whole I spent like a semester in England, so now I have an accent shit, to where she is acting just like the waif. Just because, like, now that I'm back in here, I'm going to be soulless and dead. Yes, this is the way one must act. It's boring.
But see,
Arya bore me.
I think she only acts that way whenever it's something that isn't part of her revenge driving force. Like, if it doesn't have to do with her kill list, then she is that way. You know how Bran is kind of like emotionally dead? He's Bob.
Yeah, that was another... I still react to things.
But I think that's the only time where she's not. Like, I'm excited to see her reunion with Jon, because that's going to be phenomenal. That's probably going to be one of the best parts of this season if they don't cock it up.
They're going to cock it up. I'm sorry, I don't have that much faith in them. They going to cock it up.
But I think if it's not part of her revenge, she's that way. Like, she's like, all right, whatever, I'll kill Littlefinger because he totally fucked over our dad and I didn't know about it, so, you know, slitty. But I actually think she's going to live in some form or fashion.
Wow, this is a very compelling thing. Jake, I want you to do me a favor. Go back through the ones that we have already done.
There's only one that we've said has died, and that is...
No. How many of these have we agreed on?
Like, all of them so far.
Yeah.
But it's going to change up, don't worry.
Sure.
Okay, next up. Jorah Mormont. First of his name, King of the Friend Zone. Yes, I did put King of the Friend Zone.
Oh, he did. He did. There's no other way around it. Jorah gonna die. All right?
Now, I did see a video on YouTube where they were kind of breaking down some of the stuff. And he, in that trailer where it shows him, like, kind of drift his horse, you know, where he pulls back on his horse, he's actually wearing Heartsbane. Is that the name of the Tarly House sword? He actually has that on his hip.
Nice.
Like, they actually paused it and brightened the frame.
Heartsbane is a great sword. It's not a fucking hip hiltable. It's a goddamn two-handed
or
big
maybe
fuck.
It's attached to his horse, whatever, but he has Heartsbane, which would make sense because remember, Samwell cured Jorah, and I could see him then giving it to Jorah
because it's needed. Yeah, because it's a warrior needs to hold it, and Sam ain't no warrior.
No, all right.
He just got that dead.
Next up, Jaime Lannister.
See, this one's hard because his redemption arc, his wanting to continue, wanting to be a proper knight. A proper knight dies on the field of battle protecting the world. Like, what more knightly thing would there be to die in the defense of the world?
Right.
So, he very much could, but his actual redemption is not going to come with a death. Like, I would like to see his active redemption to where he has to continue. Like, the idea that he would, like, take over the watch would be great.
See, and I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to write mine down. I actually think he's going to die. But here's the thing. What I want to happen is I want him to become the Lord Commander. Like, he remakes the Night's Watch. I would love that. That's what I want to see. I don't expect it to happen. I actually think that whenever he kills Cersei, he gets dead. I think the Mountain kills him after he kills Cersei, or he'll just kill himself after he kills Cersei.
Oh my God.
What?
No. When they finally come by to retake King's Landing, they see her dead at his feet and him on the throne, dead. The
Like
same
Maegor?
way the story started. A bit of me thought doing the Maegor thing where he just fucking cuts his own wrist, but no. He's dead, but they find him the exact same way
that
Ned Stark found him in the last Crazy King. The last time a ruler went crazy and tried fucking destroying King's Landing with wildfire. That would be a complete circle.
Which is true.
Again, he will be known as not just Kingslayer, fucking Kinslayer.
Yep.
He will be damned in everyone's words. But he would be the savior of all of
Just
King's
like
Landing.
Tyrion was
Exactly.
the savior of King's Landing, and
A possible Kinslayer.
well,
Possible Kinslayer.
True.
That's the thing with him.
but no,
It's
he was
possible.
the savior of King's Landing. That only the people who were there knew that
Yeah.
he actually.
Yeah.
And they're
He
also
was the
terrified
hero.
of Cersei.
He was the hero of Blackwater's Bay.
They're also terrified of Cersei and
Mountain.
Little Dick, fucking Joffrey.
Oh.
That they won't say anything cross in public about. The
Oh, no,
king.
they always say, yeah. Okay.
But no, yeah. So what do you think?
I'm going with dead. Fuck, again, it's a... No, go and live.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Just so that you can.
I would absolutely love... but here's also the thing,
I do.
Jake,
I want to see him take over
Jake?
the Night's Watch. That's what I really want to see.
I don't trust them to end the story that beautifully.
I don't either.
I would not trust them because that might be how he dies in the books. That is probably how he ends because that screams Martin. That screams
Which part? The throne thing?
the throne thing. That screams. And hell, he probably in the book he probably will go Maegor. Okay, as in he fucking ends his own life after killing Cersei.
Yeah.
That would be pure Martin through and through.
Yeah.
All right.
If
man
he finishes the stories.
who was so obsessed with the love of his life to the point that it ruined his, ends it all after fucking cutting it off with them. That sounds like a fucking relationship metaphor that George R.R. Martin would do. That is how my book is he's going to kill himself on the throne. But yeah, nah.
All right. Next up,
She dead.
Cersei Lannister. Oh yeah.
She fucking dead.
We've all known that she's going to be dead.
Yes. Thing is, though, they turned her too much into a mustache twirling villain. She doesn't have any real... Because you see a lot of pieces about her, about how she's not that horrible, she didn't do this. Like, no. She murdered a fuckload of people.
Aimed a fucking direwolf.
She may have... It may be born of some protection qualities. I'm not sure what, but no. Everything she's done has been so horribly evil for no fucking right or purpose. It just comes off as pure narcissism. And I mean, Jesus Christ, the only reason she loves fucking Jaime is because he's literally her.
Yeah.
All right, he's her, but with dick. Okay.
Yeah.
And there
Which
are
she wishes she had.
exact because in this society
Yeah.
she'd have. She feels the only reason she doesn't have power is because of that. And there is some correlation if you think about it, because a lot of the problems that she has is because she is horrible at fucking anything she tries to do. But would she be as horrible if Tywin gave her the time of day he gave Jaime? But then you see Tyrion actually ruling pretty well. But Tywin never gave him the time of day either. He gave him a boot to the face. Yeah. All right? And he still turned out well. The problem with Cersei is not that she's a woman. The problem with Cersei is that she's fucking batshit insane and a horrible leader. Yep. She doesn't know how to rule. She's
everything that Tyrion would, all of the criticism that Tyrion would give her, not like whenever he's trying to,
when he's not sticking the knife in.
Right, whenever he's not sticking the knife, he's 100% true. He has her more true than she understands him.
In the whole using of Marcella part, I like, because he legitimately wanted to get her. One, away from
King's Landing.
Yes, because not only is King's Landing full of fucking daggers, she'd be
also full of Cersei.
She would become, she would, she'd become just as bad as Joffrey.
Yeah.
Well, Joffrey was the psychopath, so that, well, anyway.
Yeah. All right. Daenerys Stormborn. Titles.
Hold on.
I almost put titles, but...
There. Brackets. Titles. All right.
Titles.
So
you couldn't see the titles on there.
Well,
Just and it really depends on which... It depends on which theory you actually think is going to play out. Like, is she going to be the Nisa and Jon Snow's going to have to kill her in order to do the whole Lightbringer thing?
No, Jake, the show isn't going to give two fucks about any of that. It already gave its goddamn prophecies that it's going to follow through. There is no... Don't use book logic for the show.
I know.
You can't use book logic for the show. You can't, because... I still would absolutely love if she was fucking Rhaegar's kid. I would have loved it because that fits everything. Because the dragon has 3 heads. He was trying to make sure, he was trying to do the Prince that was promised, but he was trying to make Aegon reborn. And in the book, Aegon was his son, and he already had a sister. So it fits more in the book that would, but show shit. Seriously, why was the kid named Aemon? Or Aegon? Because the kid name was Aegon. The kid wasn't dead yet. He would have had 2 sons named Aegon.
Yeah, like the young Griff, like is supposedly Aegon, and then you've got Jon Snow, whose name is Aegon.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Aegon was the second born of fucking Rhaenys. No. What the fuck was his name?
I don't remember.
Rhaegar. No. Rhaegon. Egon? Spangler?
All right, so
anyway,
you're saying she's going to live.
Yeah, it's the show. The show's going to have her live.
Yeah, I think she's going to die.
I hope you're right. Just because that would add some fucking flair to it.
Dude, I finished season 3. Fucking Red Wedding still doesn't get any easier to watch. That shit's like fucking...
Right when you start hearing that fucking cello.
And I didn't notice how quickly it started with the boom, 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 boom. And I was like, fuck, that does start to happen like kind of...
Yeah. The moment it happens and you see Cat just...
And he goes
red
back.
Flag, red flag, red flag,
goes
red flag.
Back to shut the door, and it's like... You could see her, she's like piecing everything together, and...
Sees the fucking, all the melons, just, dude...
And then
that
fucking
scene
Roose
is shot.
He's sitting there with her, and he's just eyes down.
And he's just...
Well, no, he like tells her to look at his arm, and she pulls it back, and she sees the ring mail, and then she slaps him, because he gives her the heads up. He's like, look. Because they're looking at each other.
No,
and the
he
first
didn't give
time
her the
I
heads
watched
up.
it,
That was Jason giving her a fucking head start.
But the thing is that they're looking at each other, and he looks down to the left and looks back at her.
I didn't notice.
It's kind of so. He's like
telling her to look.
Yeah.
But in that aspect makes sense as Roose, because Roose is fucking... He's a goddamn supervillain.
See, I actually thought that they were whenever I first watched it, I actually thought that they were like... Are they, like, kind of flirting with each other? Because I actually felt like that they were kind of doing some flirting. Like, during the whole wedding ceremony.
I heard this starts with skinwalkers. Would you like me to get inside your skin?
All right, Bobs. The Onion Knight. Davos Seaworth.
Oh, Davos is going to die.
He is.
But in the show, it's going to be bittersweet because he's going to say a speech about going back to his boys.
I don't even think there's going to be a speech.
Nah.
I almost put like something on every one of these, but I also could hear you in the back of my head saying, "Fuck, Jake, why did you put something with all of them?" Because you like to fucking shit on things. Yeah.
That's how bittersweet Davos is going to be. He's
See, I don't
come
think there's
back
going to be a
white.
speech. There's not going to be a speech, but he's going to die during the Battle of Winterfell, and he's going to come back as a white. I agree.
He's going to die, and he's going to come back as a white, and it's going to be so fucking horrible.
Yeah.
He's
one of my favorite characters.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be tragic. All right. Theon Greyjoy, the Dickless Wonder.
It's going to mirror Arya's. He's going to live, and that's going to make his life terrible. He's going to be forced to live with... Well, the thing about being Reek, as horrible as it is, you know he deserves it. Because he probably killed his own kids, and he betrayed the only family who gave two fucks about him. Because there's a good chance he's the dad of the Miller's kids.
And I remember that being... That was more book than it was TV show. That, you know...
No, he actually said he used to fiddle. I thought he...
No, that was in the books. It
wasn't in the show?
Have you
got past that in the show? Okay, then never mind.
Because I'm just about to start season 4. I don't think it's mentioned. I know it's mentioned in the books. He talks about how he used to go and hook up with the Miller's wife, and he never knew how nobody could know it because she was a screamer.
Yeah.
And so, and I remember that always being a theory that those boys were actually his.
And the whole thing is divine punishment for being a kinslayer. Yeah.
Which, so I think in the books, that's the way it's going to play out. But also, how do you prove that without using Bran? But I don't think that there's going to be any proof to that. No. It's just going to kind of stay there.
It's something that doesn't need to be brought up because it's part of the horrors that am him.
I actually think he's going to die.
Yeah, that either way would work.
Yeah.
I just think as divine punishments go, it would be better if he lived.
Yeah, I think it's going to be... I mean, he may die, like, protecting one of the Starks. That's where it could be, like, the whole, like, romanticized version if he...
Which sounds like something the fucking
TV show would
do.
Which, I mean, so would the book, because, like you mentioned, Martin does, like, those closed loops, and so he could be like, hey...
He gets his dick back?
Basically, Rob died because of me. And so this is me repaying Rob. I'll save such and such. I'll take, whatever for whomever.
You know what I would actually think that would happen if you want weird little loops in circles? Something similar to the Tower of Joy is going to happen, but Theon will die to keep the secret. Instead of how Howland Reed ran away to keep the secret, hid to keep the secret, Theon would die to keep the secret.
Okay, so I didn't put Howland,
I don't know what.
I didn't put Howland
because he
Reed
hasn't been in the
or
fucking
Mira,
show.
But do you think we'll see Howland Reed in this final season?
You'll never see Howland Reed in the show because he doesn't matter. Because the
secret does.
No, he doesn't. Because you know what?
As far as Jon is concerned, he does.
Exactly. You know why he matters? Because he was at the tower. And guess what? The show only gives two shits about what you, the audience, sees, not about the world it's building. He's not necessary to prove this, that, and the other. Why? Because you have Sam and exactly. He has been written out of necessity. All right. He's not needed. I hate the fact that he was like a pretty boy in the show too, because he's supposed to be some craggy looking motherfucker. Right? All right. He's supposed to be a reedy little fuck. Okay.
I did see a pretty awesome YouTube video where it took.
He's supposed to look like Theon.
Where it took that battle, but it made the swords lightsabers.
Of course.
Dude, it was kind of awesome.
I'm the only one who was a little pissed that the Sword of Morning was just a sword. It's fucking space metal. It's supposed to be this fucking beautiful thing. They couldn't have at least like changed the color of the blade.
Still, in that quick bit, fucking Arthur Dane, I thought they captured Arthur Dane fucking perfectly. Like the amazing swordsman that he was supposed to be. I mean, remember, because Ned showed up with 5 other bannermen, and only him and Howland walked away. And there was only 2 Kingsguard.
There were 3.
No, there were 2. It was Arthur.
There were 3.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There was a Went, I think it was, the Bat People, the Bull Dude, and him.
Yeah, but still, that's fucking. Yeah, he was like Barristan Selmy level.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about Barristan.
Oh, so fucking pissed.
Barristan
He just
is
gets
such a
got by
great-
some random fuckos.
And even in the first season, whenever he quits, is so fucking good.
Oh
like
God!
that scene-
When he throws down his sword and everybody like comes at him and he's just like, "What, bitch?"
Yeah, because
Everybody's like,
and
"You know what?"
fucking Littlefinger makes that whole "well, you'll be a naked knight" crack, and you can see the hatred on his face, and he's like, even now I could still cut through all 5 of you like butter. And then he throws his sword and he's like, he's just like, add it to the fucking throne, and then he walks out. He's so fucking good, dude. Anyway, still pissed about that. All right. Asha Greyjoy, not Yara.
I really think she's gonna fucking take over the Isles. I'm going with Liv. She's gonna, because she'll be instrumental in keeping the Isles under wraps.
See, I actually think she's gonna die. I think we'll get there.
Or if she dies, so Theon has to take over.
No, see, I think the Greyjoys actually die.
All of them.
Yeah, I think the Greyjoy line ends. I think Yara, shit, Asha, Theon, and Euron, all 3 die.
I would absolutely love if someone shows up to the battle. If just for a stupid little joke, if when the fleet shows up for a fight, one of the Reaver ships, when it opens up, a bunch of pigs come out. Just because Victorians fucked off with a bunch of pork. Just as a dumb little, as an aside, like, just in the background, not even like, you don't focus on it with the camera. You can just see it in the background of all this shit. Oh, Victorian was there.
All right, Bob. Tyrion Lannister. Or...
Oh, you want to try to spell Targaryen? Targaryen? There's at least one Y in there, Jake.
I forget.
You put about 3 extra syllables in that.
Whatever.
Tardigrade. Oh. Huh. Oh. Yeah, he's going to end up living.
So, I go back and forth on this.
Samesies.
Because I don't want to say that I want to see it, but I think that it's also possible we could see the Lannister line die. Or at least the Lannister line as we know it. Actually, we don't know of any other Lannisters because they've all... I mean, even Lancel's dead.
He got blown up.
Yeah. So I could see the Lannister line.
The main fam. To where all of the main families die, except the ones who are always
except for the females that are already married off.
Except for the one great house whose entire line has been warning of the terrors about to come. Winter is coming, Jake. Which would make sense. Their whole line is built on preparing for what's beyond the wall. And them being the only house to survive because of it sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
But again,
I like
they wouldn't do it.
Of the Lannister line dying and Bronn becoming the Lord of the West and the Lord of Casterly Rock. I kind of legitimately love that idea.
Which would be a nice little hearken to how the Lannisters took Casterly Rock. What was it? Lannis the Trickster or whatever? Yeah. That would be a nice little parallel to the stories of the heroic age.
Yep. Because, I mean, we've already lost the Tyrells. The Tyrells are wiped out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, I didn't put him on here, but Sweet Robin.
Oh, I hope Sweet Robin lives. I really do.
Why the fuck would you wish that on anybody?
Book Sweet Robin is fucking cool. Like, Book Sweet Robin has had a dead weirwood in his head since he was a baby. Has had, like, crazy fucking children of the forest talking to him constantly. Let's put it this way, Jake. In the lore of everything Game of Thrones, you can only take so much, Sweet Dream, or whatever it is, or in Milk of the Puppy, before it doesn't affect you. Every night, Sweet Robin takes enough to kill 2 people. 2 full-grown men.
Yeah.
Every night. And when he started the procession down the trail.
Milk, is that right?
Dream Milk, yes. Maybe? When he started his procession down, because he's leaving the castle, and he's leaving the rock, and they flat out state that they couldn't bring any. So, you're finally going to have a non-doped Sweet Robin running around. You're going to have fucking... you remember Xavier's son, David? You're going to get a Legion fucking thing going, dude.
That's awesome.
And I think, didn't he bring his throne with him? So you're going to have a crazy fucking Sweet Robin running around the world. That's kind of awesome. So yeah, that'd be cool. But, okay, show... Fuck it, who cares? He's a nothing character. Book, yeah. I want to see some Xavier shit.
All right, Bob. Next up, I've already discussed it. You're on.
You're in trouble. He gonna die.
Now, do you think that it's possible that the story takes the
siblings are gonna run him through the end?
Well, no. I was actually gonna say the whole dragon... Is it Dragon Horn or whatever it is?
No. Again, it's not going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Because...
The book, do you think it's possible that it's an actual one?
No, they actually talk about that to where at the King's Moot, everybody votes Euron, and afterwards they don't know why. And then they talk about the fact that someone on Euron's ship just dropped dead. The Dragon Horn, think about it, the dragons are the Valyrians as well. And what did the Valyrians have a lot of? Slaves. It is a horn to make a slave of man. That's one of the theories. That's why everybody voted, because he who owns the horn does not have to be he who blows it. He's the target of the horn. So he had someone on the ship blow it. Everybody voted Euron, and then that guy on the ship mystically died. Yeah. That's a dumb parallel to where everybody's saying, even the brother who he routinely raped as a child voted for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a horn that enslaves the heart of man.
All right.
Maybe a dragon.
Brienne of Tarth.
Oh, I want Brienne to fucking... I want the good end. Because I swear to God, when I saw somebody grab fucking... In, like, the trailer, I saw 2 people somebody holding on to Jaime's hand. It's like, that fucking better be Brienne. He better fucking make a bunch of Stony Mountain one-handed babies with her and rule, okay? He should, like... If they survive, if the Lannister line continues, it better be because they get some Tarf's, like, fucking stock in that broth, okay?
So what you want might be different. So what do you think is going to happen?
She may still live because she's just amazing. Yeah.
I actually think she's going to die.
Because that would be... And they would tell stories about her forever. She would be... a fucking symbol to all little girls.
Yep. All right.